Or I'm just gonna jump straight into the point. I feel that so I'll just give you a run through this account. I don't actually spend any money on this account completely. I sort of just kind of go for a completely free to play sort of build with this account. So as much as I can, I just try and get characters. I try and build characters. Remember, there's horizontal vertical investment, right? So I don't know, I haven't really looked at it much, but basically this account is mostly just based on the amount of characters that I can get depending on how I feel about them. And I will not lie, I'm not feeling Fei Xiao. And I feel that it was a bad investment due to the fact that one, the only character that I have that is actually good for her team is basically probably only adventuring. To be honest, I feel very I spent like about 6 months saving, and I feel like they've just gone to waste, to be honest. That or I just need that, or because I have an E2 Firefly, I feel like this Firefly is just lacking in damage, or rather just utility. Because I have this Firefly on this account at E1, but on the other account I have on E2, because that's the account that I sort of just invested more on a single character rather than multiple characters, and I got it at E2, and it makes such a big difference. Like it does make a big difference. Like the fact that you just have enough skill points to do what you want to do. I don't feel she's clearing it in 3 cycles. Like if I show you what I'm talking about, like, so if I go to MOC right now, the problem I'm having is the fact that on my other account I'm able to clear this literally with my Acheron and my Sam, which is one of the videos that I posted, and it's because obviously they're both able just to deal a lot of damage due to the fact that they have Eidolons, which again just goes to the point of you would rather build a character than build an account. And I am really frustrated because I feel like just wasted pulls, man. I do actually feel like I've wasted pulls. Now I don't know when Firefly is going to be rerunning, and I hope it's not anytime soon, because by the looks of it, I'd rather just wait for and get E2 Firefly on this account, to be honest, because this is the best team, to be honest, that I can give my Fei Xiao, and this is the most optimal team for Firefly due to the fact that she can implant a fire weakness. But I've tried Jinglu on this part. She's just not dealing any damage, or rather she's not dealing like sufficient damage. I can give it a try later on, but oh my god, like this is the most optimal like team I can find. Like when I try and put Mosey, she builds up the ults really fast, but there's no damage. Bronya is really good, but Sparkle just does a better job, because Sparkle gives Fei Xiao quite a lot of Sparkle gives Fei Xiao quite a lot of crit rate, actually crit damage specifically, and puts it up to about like 90% crit rate, which is very good, right? But it's just the fact that then obviously my March 7 to 153, I just need to build it up. Very bad substats, but the only thing I need is just for her to follow up so I can basically build up my Fei Xiao. And I'm not feeling it. You know when you feel a character, like I felt Acheron very well. I felt Firefly very well. I felt Jinglu when she came out very well. I felt every character I've put on this account very well. If it wasn't for the fact that like the meta nowadays is that these characters are just not dealing any damage compared to like the likes of Firefly and Acheron, now obviously Fei Xiao, I'd still honestly have very been obsessed with Jinglu, but at the moment it's not doing anything for me, to be honest, and it's really pissing me off, like, because I do, like, I'll give you a good example. So I'm able to clear it within like 3 cycles, but obviously primarily you do want to do it within like 2, which is like optimal if you're doing it manually as well. So obviously my adventuring is completely free to play. He doesn't have his light cone, so he's just a good tank either way. So my Sparkle does have a light cone, and my Fei Xiao doesn't have her light cone. So my Fei Xiao does not have her light cone at all. It's just completely free to play with a 5-star. Let me show you. With a 5-star, here it is. Where is it? This one. the one you get from the Herta store. That's basically what she has. When we're defense, the attack is increased by 40% per 2 turns. So I'm gonna run through this. I show you what I mean. So this is me going at it like as quickly as possible. So you do want to finish off this boss as quickly as possible as well. And with the help of Sparkle, half the time you do actually have so that's how you kind of want to go about it. And then you basically want to play March 7th here. She, for my view, March 7 plays more of a like sub DPS support role for Fei Xiao. I want a shield here, and then by the time you kind of go into Fei Xiao again, you have Sparkle's ult. I've tried multiple times to see if I can zero cycle this. I can't. I cannot. There's nothing I can do to basically. So this is the stats that you get basically. So I think this is really big. You know, you get a 93% crit rate. You got 331 crit damage. I've got 143 speed, which is good. Additionally, obviously enhances damage boost effect provided by each stack of Sparkle's talent by 10%. I mean, this is a lot of buffs. You have 16 buffs. Ultimate damage deals 36% and on 1 turn remaining damage dealt. So, you know, I'm gonna do this. Then I am going to do this. Then I'm going to play this. So 190, right? And then you play March 7th again. You definitely have probably as you went to the second cycle. Then you kind of go again. So not too bad, right? You can update the shield here. Alts with adventuring. Like I'm getting at max like 27. I'm left with about 27 cycles on this run, which is not bad, but it's like I could do better, you know. So I go bring her up again, Sparkle alt, and then I'm back to this amount of, you see, back here. So by the time she's playing, we have a pretty good amount of damage inflicting. So let's say we do this. We still have the damage, right? So we're gonna ult with her. I'm just gonna ult here because I don't want to waste that turn. Finish it as quickly as possible. 216 is the max I'm getting. Okay, so I do that. He does that. We can update this. The fact that Sparkle basically allows this turn order to like happen at least about twice in a row is really good. And then obviously you have adventuring, which is constantly adding onto that like attack buff. And as long as he doesn't get I've really tried my best to make this like 29 cycles, but it's not working. So I'll do this. Then you can even like sort of just go even like auto from here, because at least it's just like one target specifically. You go there, then he advances. So here this is where I kind of most of the time want to see how far I can go, because majority of the time I really want to go. I want to try and build up like the whole 12 stacks, so I can kind of ult 2 times in a row. Then I go obviously him again, and then bring her up, and then I basically go again. it's basically the turn order that I'm doing, you know. There we go. Again. $195. Oh, okay, so didn't really end it there, but basically this is where, okay, yeah, so you see, basically that's it, and then I'm left with 27 cycles. I am actually always ending this run in 27 cycles. Now the problem is coming from the fact that I don't have a team for this specific this specific boss, because my Acheron is not E2 and she's E0, and this is not dealing enough damage for me to go through these guys real quick. So now by the time I get here, we're at like 24, and I'm just so frustrated, and it's just pissing me off. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I'm playing on the second team, because, like, you know, even when I go Jinglu and I go this team, or I go like let's say for example like that, it's just I'm not doing anything. It's not I'm not feeling anything. That's the problem. And you know, they're not badly built, you know. I don't know. I do feel somewhat that I felt I could have saved the 110 pulls for a Firefly E2 rather than get Fei Shao, to be honest, because having to be very specific to this team, having to have her specific to a general team is not really, I don't know, those are my honest thoughts. I don't know. I don't feel like it was a good pull for me specifically. Maybe on this account, but because the other account I still have the 150 pulls pending to finish off my Acheron and hopefully my Firefly to E4 and my Acheron to E6. 150 pulls saved up well, nice. But I do feel like this account, the 110 pulls was a waste, because I don't even have her. I don't even have a light counts. It's not even doing that much, to be honest. So I don't know. I just feel it was a waste, in my honest opinion.